Yeah, dancing and having fun.
You should, if we need to do a behind the scenes, if you could see me dancing when that music comes on.
I'm doing it now. No, anyways, hey, welcome to Life. We should introduce the show. Welcome to Life Extension Live. I'm Dr. Mike, your host, and my co-host is
Dr. Crystal.
She's that way. I will never get this virtual thing down. Never. My finger's not even right there. Dr. Crystal Gossard, thank you for joining me today. Hey, we're talking about Father's Day was Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty nice, right? What did you get your dad?
Day. We did some grilling and chilling.
Oh, I gotta tell you, that sounds really good. I love that. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, listen, fathers of all types, we love it. Congratulations. What a wonderful day. But we want to keep dads healthy for many, 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 many years. Right, Dr. Crystal, right? You want your dad around for a long time.
For a long time. And longevity runs in my family. So we feel like we have at least about 20 more years with my dad. He's in his upper 70s. So I'm hoping
we're gonna get you 40 more years. Yeah, I have the research to prove it.
Yes.
No, I don't. That was just my thing. Sorry, I do that. Hey, let's talk about supplements for men, right? I think this is
really quick. Can I just say hi to some of the people? I mean, we have a ton of people. Costas, Eddie, Yelena, Mark, Rosalind, Ray, Stella, Malik. I mean, thank you all so much for joining in. And just remember to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you like what we're doing.
Ask questions too, right? Like, what supplements for your dad or your husband or your boyfriend, whatever, whoever that dad figure is in your life.
Uncles, yes. Yeah. Brothers.
By the way, I'm the greatest uncle ever. No, I am. Ask my nephews and nieces. They will tell you. Well, they're older now. They may not say that anymore. They did when they were young. All right, listen, we got to get right into this. We have, what is it, 5 questions, Dr. Crystal?
Yes,
like five big questions. These questions are what people are asking on Google, all the big social networks, what have you, about men, supplements, men health. And I'm going to start with number 1. Ready?
Yes.
What are the top weight loss and fat burning supplements for men? Dr. Crystal, teach us.
All right. And women want to know this too. So men, I know it's about you, but hey, we all want this answer. Testosterone. I'll just put it out there. Testosterone can really turn you into a fat burning machine. And the reason we want, and not just testosterone, DHEA.
Yeah.
Which is a precursor to testosterone, as well as 7-keto DHEA, which is, it's a metabolite of DHEA. And, we can get into some of those details, but really these nutrients can help to boost your metabolism. They help to increase your lean tissue, lean muscle mass.
That's big. That's big. So testosterone is the main, but by the way, there's no man, female, or woman hormones. We all have testosterone. Just men have it in a larger amount. Our body uses it more. So testosterone is that hormone that drives muscle mass and what have you. DHEA is a hormone you can take, which is a supplement. You don't need a prescription.
Right.
So you can buy DHEA over the counter. And that hormone turns into testosterone for a lot of men. And then 7-keto is kind of like the fat burning furnace version of DHEA. Did you like that?
Yes, I like that.
I totally just came up with that in a live show. That's great. Fat burning furnace is 7-keto DHEA. So that's really cool. So testosterone is a prescription. The other two, you can buy it at your favorite health food store.
Yes. And I always say test and replace. And that goes for testosterone. So test stands for testing, lab testing. Find out where you are. And we're not saying, I know testosterone in some instances has gotten a kind of a bad rap that, it's only for the people who are trying to, build muscle in the gym, and we think about roid rage and everything like that, but testosterone isn't, we consider it an anti-aging hormone. Levels decline as you get older, and you can replace it and keep your testosterone levels in a safe range. We call it physiological range.
Yeah. It's not, we're not talking about doing hormones to this point where you're like, it's about just reaching an optimal level. By the way, the level we look at is when you were like in your early 20s or so, right?
Yes.
It's just like when you were in your early 20s, or let me personalize this. When I was in my early 20s, I looked pretty good, Dr. Chris. I know things have changed. I know. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I really am. But when I was in my early 20s, I had a certain testosterone and DHEA range that my body liked. And all we're saying is we kind of know that for the average guy.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get you up to that early 20, mid 20 range, right? Yeah.
Yep. And it's going to help with fat burning, weight management, blood sugar management. You're wondering, as I get older, I'm having a hard time managing my blood sugar. That's where the testosterone can come in.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, what about a lot of guys are probably interested in HGH, human growth hormone. Like, what about that? What's your advice there?
The people that I know that have used HGH, and just one, it is a prescription. You're not really going to get your insurance to cover it, so you usually have to pay out of pocket, but it works for many people. It works to increase lean tissue. It also helps with healing. Someone that I spoke to that had a hip replacement, and their doctor prescribed them HGH, and they felt like, their recovery was much faster.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I like that. Listen, I have an opinion about HGH, and here it's very simple. When you're younger, it's about growth. It's about building. It's not just muscle either. It's bones, it's joint. I mean, HGH is involved with all that. But when you're older, like in my age group, it's more about healing. It's more about keeping tissues healthy. And so there is some research that shows HGH could be something for you, but you got to talk to your doctor, right? At the end of the day, that's a discussion between you and your doctor. There is controversy about it. There's no doubt.
Very much so.
But the research looks pretty good overall, like you said, for the lean muscle tissue, right?
Yes.
All right. Number 2. Are you ready?
Ready. Bring it on.
What are the best workout supplements for men? Take it away.
My top one is arginine, but not just any arginine. So let's just talk about arginine. Arginine, it's an amino acid, and it's a precursor to nitric oxide. That's a gas that is produced, helps with blood vessel dilation, helps to get blood flow to those muscles. And you think about when you're working out, you're pumping that iron, you're doing your physical activity, you want to get more blood flow to that muscle tissue to enhance your performance. That's what it's all about. And so arginine is very helpful with that. But one thing, nitric oxide is produced on demand. And so when you look at arginine, what we're seeing now is research with arginine combined with silicone in a complex can help to sustain that arginine in the bloodstream for up to 6 hours.
Wow.
So, if you're working out, I used to be a personal trainer, Dr. Mike.
I know all that. You tell me that a lot. I know that. That's not surprising.
And so guys or women, people would be in the gym for hours, and just working out for hours. And if you are in the gym that long, you kind of need the body that arginine to stay in the bloodstream to
Yeah.
make that nitric oxide on demand to support that workout.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
great.
my top one.
Yeah. All right. So what about because we've talked about this on our podcast and other lives about there's a protein plus vitamin D, and I know you love this. This is a great story. What about some of us that are a little older?
Yes.
And maybe we're not working out as hard. Like, listen, I'm going to be honest. Listen, I'm not going to a fitness trainer. I'm not going to the gym. I'm in my
Okay.
50s. I like to work out. I have my little elliptical trainer. You know that, right?
Yes,
I told you that.
I do.
I got my bands that I do my stuff with. Tell me about a combination between a protein and vitamin D that could really help me.
Yeah, so that protein is called, well, it's an amino acid metabolite. It's a breakdown product of leucine, an amino acid. It's called HMB. And in research, that HMB combined with vitamin D showed that you can still support exercise or support lean tissue without exercising. We're showing Dr. Mike all of you out there.
Wait,
you see how excited he is?
I don't have to do my elliptical trainer anymore. I just HMB and vitamin D. Tell me what to do. I'll buy it.
Yes, you know, this is how excited he was when I first showed him this research. But even without resistant training, research is showing that it can help.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kidding. You guys eat well, exercise. Here's a combination of nutrients that really can support, lean muscle mass and just help you to remain strong and vibrant, right?
Right. And Dr. Mike, the reality is most people are not going to be in the gym every day working out. And there are people.
When do you think the last time I was in a gym?
Let's see.
Give me a date and a year. I want a year.
10 years ago.
That's probably pretty good. That's probably about right. I'm just not. So there are people like me. We're not going to do that. So this is a great alternative for people that just want to walk, maybe jog a little bit, play golf, tennis, take their dog out for. You add some of the what is it? The HMB with the vitamin D, right? And you can still get good muscle. I mean, this is exciting research.
Yes, just really quick, we see more people joining in. Let's see, Mark, Eviana, Marianne, thank you all for watching. Remember, we're here. We're talking about the top 5 questions that we've received about men's health. And so we want your questions as well. So feel free to post them in the chat.
All right, so we're moving on now. You ready?
Yes.
What are the top hair growth supplements for men?
Ooh, this is a big topic. All the men in my family, Dr. Mike, have just shaved it off. Let
me tell you something. It's the one thing I have going for me. I actually have a good, I do. I mean, this is all natural. I don't color. I don't do anything. And I'm trying to find my camera. There you go. Not bad. And I'm in my 50s. All right.
I have to say, Dr. Mike, I've looked at some of your pictures from the past and today, and you do have a great head of hair. But there are many men that are struggling. And so the cause of the hair loss typically is due to testosterone that we talked about, but that testosterone converts into dihydrotestosterone.
That's the culprit. That's the guy that takes your hair and takes it out. Men and women, by the way, men and women.
Yeah. Yes, men and women. And so we do have research to show there's a trial with saw palmetto. Yeah. And saw palmetto helps to kind of block that DHT conversion. So can manage that testosterone converting into DHT. And one interesting study compared saw palmetto to finasteride, which is a prescription medication that blocks DHT.
Nice. Wow. I didn't. Wait. So tell us a little bit about that. Like what? So there are prescription drugs that men or women actually could take that help block that DHT, but those are harsh chemicals.
They do, and they come with some side effects that many men and women don't want. And so, what's nice in this study, 320 milligrams of saw palmetto was given, and the another group received the finasteride, which is the prescription medication. And so, the finasteride led to hair growth in about 68% of those individuals. However, the saw palmetto led to hair growth in 38%. So what we're saying is it works.
Yeah.
You know, we're not trying to imply that it's going to replace a prescription medication in any way, but you know, it is something
but maybe this is what you do. Start with the natural thing and see how, like, start with the softer thing. Mm-hmm. Natural nutrients work with your body. They may not have that hardcore effect that the chemicals do, but when those chemicals that have that hardcore effect, they also like twist your metabolism a little bit, and that's where a lot of the side effects come from. So something like saw palmetto, it's soft, it's natural, it works with your body. No, it doesn't have the same efficacy as the chemical, but it also doesn't have those same side effects. So it's just something something to think about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I want everybody to know, like, Dr. Crystal works really hard on developing all of these scripts. She does a great job, but apparently she doesn't know how to number things, because we're supposed to be on number 4, but she misnumbered my script. So now we're actually on number 3, but it is number 4.
Let's see.
I'm calling you out.
Did that happen?
It's okay.
Were there 2 number 2s, perhaps?
Yes, there are 2 number 2s. I love live shows. It just, you know what, if audience watching, if you ever have an opportunity, do a live show. It just, you can't hide anything. And of course, if you have a co-host that calls you out, that makes it worse. Anyways, what number 4? Not number 3, number 4. What are the top energy supplements for men?
Well, I think you know this is, hopefully it's your top energy as well. CoQ10.
I've been taking it for years consistently. It's a foundational nutrient for me.
Yeah, and it should be a foundational nutrient for everyone. It supports the energy factory of the body, the mitochondria. That is where your energy is produced in every cell, and so you need the CoQ10 to make that mitochondria work. And so if you want energy and you're not taking CoQ10, then
start there. Get to the basics, right? Get that CoQ10. And this is ubiquinol. That's the best form. There's ubiquinone, ubiquinol. I won't go through my analogy because Dr. Crystal doesn't like what I say. So ubiquinol, CoQ10, you know, probably for most guys, at least 100 milligrams, right? You think that's, yeah. I actually do 200, but, you know.
Oh, okay.
Find your place.
James made a good comment in the chat, and so I just wanted to highlight James. Thank you so much. He gave some good details on some exercise strategies. So we appreciate that.
So people can read that in the thread. That's really cool. All right. So the next question, which is now number 5, what are the top joint supplements for men? And by the way, these questions are the most common ones guys are asking online. So what are the top joint supplements for men?
Yeah, so joint comfort, you want to wake up, you want to be able to move, you want those joints to be flexible. And Indian frankincense, also known as boswellia.
Boswellia. Yes. You know, the boswellia goes way back in like biblical times. Like that's way
I know.
Frankincense is a common sense for worship and all that. That's amazing, right? That's cool.
Yes, very helpful for targeting inflammation. And then curcumin.
Of course. Now, let's talk about curcumin for a sec. More and more research is showing that standard curcumin extracts maybe not absorb that well, and it takes curcumin needs help.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that help. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sometimes deactivated some of that in the gut, in your digestive tract. So we're not getting, the free curcumin. And if that curcumin, when it's free, it can freely enter inside of your cells. So curcumin needs some help. Curcumin kind of combined with galactomannins. I know that's a big word, but it's a component from fenugreek, which most people are familiar with. It kind of helps to shield that curcumin from being deactivated in the gut to just allow more of that curcumin to enter into the bloodstream.
Right. So basically you're getting more like true, free, pure curcumin from the spice turmeric
Mhm.
into my bloodstream at the end of the day. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. So, all right. So what great information. I'm very happy we had this conversation. I have one last question because we get this question a lot at Life Extension, and
Mhm.
we have a position about this. So it's real quick.
Okay.
How come Life Extension doesn't have a female versus a male multivitamin? What do you think about that?
Yes. Well, it's really, is it bad to say it's a marketing scheme?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not bad to say it. For some companies, what makes, I would say, a men's supplement different, sometimes they'll put a little bit of lycopene to help the prostate,
That's
or
the big
maybe
one.
yeah, that's the big
Lycopene, right?
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe a little saw palmetto. It's often not at the doses that's been shown to be beneficial in clinical research. So you're going to have to end up taking more saw palmetto anyway. And so it's one of those things where it's typically not necessary. If you want to support prostate health, look for a prostate supporting formula with clinically validated doses of those ingredients. The
Perfect. Perfect.
multivitamin is usually just not the right thing for targeted support.
Yeah. You listen, with the way we see this, basic multi is still very important. Please make sure you're doing a high quality multivitamin. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. We all need the same basic micronutrients and minerals, and that's what's important. Just
Mhm.
because they throw in some, as Dr. Crystal said, some saw palmetto, or some lycopene, or on women's side, they throw in some cruciferous vegetables for it's very low. It doesn't really matter that much. Just stick to a high quality multi, and then you build from that,
Yes.
based on your own needs, right?
Mhm.
That's kind of how you do it. So, oh, this is great, Dr. Crystal.
Yes.
Great job.
Yes. And again, congrats to all the fathers, father figures,
Woo.
uncles, godfathers, men in general. We hope that you enjoyed this information and learned a lot.
Yeah. Don't forget. Hey, listen. We have a great article on this.
Yes.
Lifeextension.com/wellness. Go
Yes.
check that out. You can read about more about the top supplements for men, and it's not just that. I don't even know how many articles we have on that now.
Oh, several.
Yeah. Lifeextension.com/wellness. Right there, you should see the top supplements for men, but there's so much more. Hey, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, like, share, do all that for us so we can keep doing this for you guys. Take care. I'm Dr. Mike. Thanks for watching.